Have you ever stumbled upon a secret in someone else's life, and it completely changed the way you saw them? That's exactly what happened to Mia, a 27-year-old from Portland, and the story is going to hit you right in the heart. Before we dive in, if you enjoy stories that are full of twists and real emotions, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our future videos. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. Mia had been dating Alex for nearly 3 years, and on the surface, everything seemed perfect. He was thoughtful, funny, and always seemed to know how to make her laugh, even on the roughest days. But there was one tiny habit that started gnawing at her mind. Every night, right before bed, Alex would turn off his phone completely. No messages, no notifications, nothing, she remembered thinking. At first, Mia brushed it off as a quirky habit. Maybe he just wanted some peace before sleeping. But as the days turned into weeks, her curiosity began to creep into something darker. Doubt. One evening, they were out running errands when Alex accidentally left his car unlocked. The glove compartment was slightly ajar, and Mia's heart raced as she hesitated for just a moment before her curiosity got the better of her. Inside, she found a second phone. Her mind immediately spiraled with questions. Why would he need another phone? Was he hiding something? Was he cheating? The thought made her stomach twist. Mia couldn't resist. She powered it on and began scrolling. And what she found made her gasp. The phone wasn't filled with shady messages or secret dating apps like she had feared. Instead, it was packed with photos, videos, and voice notes. And not just any photos. They were pictures of Alex's father, who had passed away 2 years earlier. As she dug deeper, she discovered recordings of Alex talking to his dad, writing messages he never sent, almost like he was still there in some way. Every time Mia replayed a clip, she felt her chest tighten. This wasn't secrecy born from betrayal. It was a private sanctuary for a grief he couldn't yet fully express. Later that night, Mia confronted him. Alex's eyes welled up, a mixture of vulnerability and relief washing over his face. I need to feel like he's still with me, he said softly. Some nights I feel lost, and talking to him here, it keeps me grounded. Mia felt a wave of guilt crash over her. All this time, she had assumed the worst. She had let her insecurities cloud her judgment, imagining betrayal where there was only heartbreak. And in that moment, her feelings for Alex deepened, a mixture of admiration, love, and sorrow for the pain he had carried alone. The comments from friends and even strangers online later would be mixed. Some praised Alex for handling his grief in such a personal, unique way. Others gently reminded Mia that snooping on someone's private life is never the best choice, no matter the circumstances. But for Mia, the lesson was clear. Trust isn't just about staying faithful, it's about giving someone space to grieve, to heal, and to be human. If you're enjoying this story so far, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that will keep you guessing and tugging at your heartstrings. And that was just the beginning. What Mia would discover next about Alex and the depths of his grief would completely change how she saw love, loss, and the power of patience. Mia couldn't stop thinking about what she had discovered. That night, she lay in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying every detail of Alex's second phone in her mind. It was hard to reconcile the man she loved with the image she had conjured in her fears. The next morning, Alex seemed normal, almost cheerful. But Mia noticed small signs. The way his fingers lingered on the edge of the kitchen counter, the soft sighs he didn't expect anyone to hear. Something told her that grief wasn't just a memory for him. It was a constant, living presence. Over the next few days, Mia tried to approach the subject gently. She asked Alex how he coped with losing his father, trying to keep her tone light, almost casual. But every time he spoke, his eyes glazed over and his words faltered. It was clear that no conversation could replace the comfort he found in his private phone. One evening, curiosity mixed with concern got the better of Mia again. She asked if she could see more of the recordings, hoping to understand him better. Alex hesitated, his hand hovering over the phone as if weighing an invisible scale. "I don't usually share this," he admitted softly. "But if you want to understand me, I'll show you." As she listened, Mia was hit by waves of emotion she hadn't expected. There were voice notes of Alex talking about trivial daily things with his father, stories from childhood, even arguments they'd had that he now replayed in his head. Each recording was raw, imperfect, and painfully human. Days turned into nights, and Mia began to realize that Alex's secret wasn't just about missing his father. It was about survival, a lifeline that kept him anchored when the weight of grief threatened to pull him under. She found herself feeling honored that he allowed her to peek into this private part of his world, and yet she couldn't shake the guilt of ever doubting him. But the story didn't stay quiet for long. One afternoon, Alex received a call that would bring the past rushing back in a way neither of them expected. His father's old friend, who had been like an uncle to him, was calling with an old box of keepsakes. Letters, photos, and even a few forgotten recordings of Alex's dad. Mia watched as Alex's hands shook while opening the box. Tears streamed down his face as he held items that were decades old, each one a memory he hadn't dared revisit. And then something incredible happened. He invited Mia to sit beside him, to hold his hand as he experienced the flood of grief and nostalgia. In that moment, Mia realized love wasn't just about passion or shared laughter. It was about witnessing someone's pain and standing beside them without judgment. It was about patience, trust, and the courage to be vulnerable together. The weeks that followed were a roller coaster. Alex started to open up more, and Mia learned to let go of her fears, understanding that his grief didn't diminish his love for her. It made it more profound. She also began to explore her own vulnerabilities, seeing how much her insecurities had shaped her actions and reactions. And yet life had a way of throwing unexpected tests. A sudden misunderstanding at a friend's gathering, a misplaced comment, and old insecurities bubbled back up in Mia's mind. The couple had to navigate those moments carefully, learning that love is as much about communication as it is about understanding hidden pain. By the end of that month, Mia felt a shift. She didn't just love Alex for the man he was, she loved him for the depth of his emotions, for the way he could carry so much sadness and still choose to keep moving forward. And Alex, he seemed to find new strength in sharing his private grief, knowing that Mia had earned the trust he rarely gave anyone. Every night, Mia would glance at him before sleep, seeing the vulnerability he carried and the love that overflowed from it. She knew now that relationships weren't about secrecy or perfection. They were about honoring each other's hearts, even the ones scarred by loss. And in that quiet realization, she made a promise to herself: never doubt the people you love, and always look deeper before assuming the worst. Because sometimes what looks like a secret is actually a sanctuary. Just when Mia thought she had started to understand Alex and his secret world of grief, life threw a curveball she hadn't seen coming. One rainy evening, they received a call from Alex's mother. She was frantic. A long-lost relative had passed, leaving behind memories and stories that Alex had never heard. The news shook him to his core. For the first time, Mia saw him collapse in a way she had never seen. tears mixing with rain on the window, voice breaking as he whispered the names of people he had only heard about in passing. She rushed to him, wrapping her arms around his shaking body, and felt the weight of his grief settle over them both. For hours, Alex poured out his pain, the second phone lying forgotten on the table. He talked about loss, about fear, about the guilt of not having said goodbye. And through it all, Mia stayed silent, simply holding him, letting him speak until his voice cracked and fell into exhausted silence. The days that followed were a test unlike any they had faced before. Alex withdrew into himself at times, replaying old voice notes, staring at photographs, and sometimes crying without warning. Mia struggled with the urge to intervene, to fix what couldn't be fixed. But she reminded herself of what she had learned. Grief could not be rushed, and trust was not measured by access, but by understanding. One evening, as they sat together by the fireplace, Alex finally spoke in a way that cut through the tension. "Mia, I've never let anyone see this side of me," he said quietly. "Not because I didn't want to, but because it's hard. It's scary to show the broken parts." Mia took his hand, squeezing it gently. "Alex, I get it now. I see why you needed your private space, and I promise, I will never doubt your heart again." From that moment, something shifted. Alex started to share more of his memories, letting Mia into his inner world of conversations with his father, old family jokes, and the quiet moments of regret he had carried alone. And Mia, in turn, shared her own fears, her insecurities, and the guilt she had felt for snooping. It wasn't easy. Some nights were filled with tears, and some conversations ended in silence. But slowly, they built a bridge of trust stronger than anything either had known before. It wasn't a perfect relationship, but it was real, raw, and resilient. The final turning point came when Alex decided to leave a small note on the second phone, addressed to his father. It was short, simple. "I'm okay tonight. I'm not alone anymore." Mia read it beside him, and they both felt a quiet relief wash over them. It wasn't closure, it was progress. Looking back, Mia realized the full lesson of their journey. Trust isn't about snooping to confirm suspicions. Love isn't about perfection or avoiding pain. And grief isn't something to hide, it's something to honor, both for yourself and for the people who shaped you. By the time the leaves turned golden that fall, Mia and Alex were closer than ever. They laughed more freely, held each other tighter, and loved deeper, knowing that every secret, every sorrow, and every fear had brought them together, not torn them apart. Mia often thought back to that first night she discovered the second phone. What she had assumed was betrayal had been something entirely different, a testament to the human heart and its capacity to carry love and loss at the same time. And in the end, the moral was clear. Never judge what you don't understand, and never let fear outweigh empathy. Sometimes, the most private struggles are the ones that teach us the greatest lessons about love, patience, and the power of being there for someone, no matter what. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.